Imagine a world where every problem you've ever faced suddenly becomes solvable. A world where your brain doesn't freeze, doesn't panic, and doesn't give up, but instead cuts through complexity like a laser. Scientists call it reasoning. But here's the twist. You don't need to be born a genius to think like one. You just need to unlock the method used by one of the greatest minds in human history, Richard Feynman. Feynman wasn't just a Nobel-winning physicist. He was a human problem-solving machine. The man who could explain quantum physics with a chalkboard and a smile. The man who cracked safes for fun at Los Alamos. The man who solved the Challenger disaster when hundreds of engineers couldn't. People kept asking him one question. How do you think like that? His answer was simple. You don't force your brain to be brilliant. You force it to be honest. The first step is to admit you understand nothing. Feynman believed that the greatest mistake intelligent people make is pretending they know more than they actually do. So he used a brutal method. Pick a concept, then explain it in the simplest possible language. If you get stuck, that's where your understanding ends, and that's where your learning begins. The second step is to become allergic to assumptions. Feynman didn't trust what people said. He didn't even trust what textbooks said. He trusted only one thing: reality. If a theory didn't match the real world, he threw the theory away. Most people build arguments on top of assumptions, like building a tower on sand. Feynman broke everything down to the foundation. He used what's now called first principles thinking. Start from the absolute truth, then construct the answer yourself. The third step is curiosity without limits. Feynman said he wasn't smart, he was just very curious. But his curiosity wasn't soft or passive, it was aggressive. When he asked a question, he wouldn't stop until he ripped the answer apart and rebuilt it from scratch. That kind of curiosity rewires the brain. It forces the mind to operate at a higher intensity, a higher clarity, and a higher level of creativity. The fourth step is experimentation. Feynman didn't just think, he did. He played with circuits, picked locks, dismantled radios, learned to draw, learned to drum, and even learned languages just to read scientific papers in their original form. This hands-on approach creates a feedback loop between ideas and reality, turning knowledge into instinct. When you touch the world teaches your brain to think faster. The fifth step is playful thinking. This might be the strangest one. Feynman believed that seriousness kills creativity, so he treated learning like a game. He laughed, joked, scribbled, explored, and treated physics like a playground. When the brain stops feeling threatened and starts playing, new neural pathways open. Creativity increases, and suddenly, impossible ideas become solvable puzzles. The sixth step is deep focus. Feynman had something called a disregard for the rest of the world. When he worked, everything else disappeared. Time didn't move. Noise didn't matter. Problems dissolved into their smallest pieces until only the answer remained. This state is known today as hyperfocus or flow. The brain becomes a precision machine, and problems that looked impossible suddenly crack open. The final step is teaching. Feynman believed you don't truly understand something until you can teach it to someone else. Every time he explained an idea, he refined it, simplified it, strengthened it. Teaching wasn't an output, it was a weapon for learning. When you teach, you expose the gaps in your own mind, and filling those gaps is how genius thinking emerges. So what happens when you combine these 7 elements? Brutal honesty, zero assumptions, aggressive curiosity, constant experimentation, playful thinking, deep focus, and teaching. You create the perfect environment for the brain to evolve. Scientists call it cognitive restructuring, but Feynman called it something much simpler. He called it thinking. And here's the real secret. Genius isn't a gift, it's a skill. A skill built from habits so powerful that they reshape the architecture of your mind. If you adopt these habits even one part at a time, your brain will begin to operate differently. Problems will start to look smaller, ideas will feel clearer, and the world will feel less chaotic. You're not forcing your brain to think like a genius. You're training it to stop thinking like everyone else. And once that shift happens, the way Feynman once said, the pleasure of finding things out becomes the greatest superpower you'll ever own.